What's up, sports bettors? It's Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and I was going through the NFL Week 1 betting slate, just looking at all the matchups, trying to see which games feature spots in which I might like a certain team. And I was looking at the OddsJam schedule, or excuse me, I was looking at the NFL schedule, comparing that with the OddsJam lines, as well as what I can find on Profit Betting Exchange. Profit is a new betting exchange that is launching very, very soon in the United States, in New Jersey specifically. A really awesome place to find bets to place. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what a betting exchange is, it's essentially a peer-to-peer betting market. So instead of placing bets on a sports book, accepting the juice, kind of fighting the odds there, you can use a betting exchange to place bets like a peer-to-peer system. So if I place a bet one way, if I bet the Rams -5, another person will have some liquidity available for the Bills +5. So again, instead of accepting the juice that sportsbooks charge, you can get all spreads and all totals bet at completely even money at +100, and all money line bets are charged of no juice as well. So if I bet someone at -200 for $200, another person would have liquidity available for $100 at +200. That's kind of how that works. So there's no juice charge, there's no vig charge. So you can find some really, really profitable bets if you're searching for it. So I was looking at the NFL Week 1 slate, and there's one game specifically in which I really valued the underdog. I was actually looking at the Giants versus Titans game. So my process is find teams, this is for Week 1 specifically, find teams that I'm lower on than the public, and then see a situation where they might be a little bit overvalued. And I found one with the Titans going against the Giants. The Titans, former 1 seed, still have Derrick Henry, still have Mike Vrabel as their head coach, getting a little bit of love. Team that's been to the playoffs, I think 3 years in a row, was in the AFC Championship a couple years ago, upset the Ravens in that playoff run. The Titans, been a good team recently, not one that I am high on this year after the A.J. Brown trade. I think that they could take a major step back. And I think the Giants, there is so much stink on them from how bad the Joe Judge years were that they're a little bit undervalued. Now, I don't think the Giants are going to have a good year. I don't think the Titans are going to have a bad year. I just think Giants are being undervalued. Titans are being overvalued. So I looked on OddsJam to see kind of what the betting markets looked like for the spread of this game. Looks like majority of sportsbooks agreed that the spread should be Titans -6, Giants +6, except for one book that has this spread at 5.5, but heavily juicing towards the Titans side of this. Of course, the OddsJam line, which is the sharpest, pulled from the sharpest sportsbook in the world, prices this at 5.5. But I was looking at Profit, which the whole point of this was finding valuable bets to place on Profit. And I was looking at the Titans versus Giants game, if I can find it here. And since this is still relatively new, there's not a ton of liquidity out there. As we can see, not a ton of money has been traded on this game, but I can get the Giants for +9. So most sportsbooks price them at 6. This spread, Giants +6. I can get them a full 3 points higher on Profit at +9. So this current liquidity means that there is currently $1,000 out there on the Titans -9, which means that I can match that and get the Giants +9 for up to $1,000. So any bet that I place $1,000 or less will be fully matched and will be locked in. And all spread bets are placed at an even +100 odds, as I previously mentioned. So I absolutely love getting the Giants in this spot. They might have the worst record in the entire NFL in the last 5 years. They haven't had a winning record in the last 5 years, so there's a lot going against the Giants. But because of how much of a train wreck they were with Joe Judge, I do respect Brian Daboll as a head coach. I think he can do some good things. To be determined on what Daniel Jones is going to look like, what Saquon Barkley is going to look like another year removed from the injury. They have some okay weapons, depending on what you can get from Golladay, who has been a good receiver, but had a year from hell last year. Kadarius Toney, again, has some talent, but had a weird rookie year. So all in all, I think that getting 9 points, 3 points higher than what every other sportsbook prices this spread at, getting it at an even plus 100 odds, I think is really valuable. So I'm not going to put the full $1,000 on this, but I do think that this is worth a $500 bet. So if I confirm this bet, you'll see the 500 bucks get deducted from my account, and you will see this be fully matched. So that is a way in which you can use the profit betting exchange to find really, really sharp profitable bets. You just need to search at spots that you might like, kind of like what I did, and then just do some research. So I was able to find the Giants at +9, and they were a spot that I would actually like the Giants at +6. There's a little bit of value on the Giants +6 at -110 odds. There's insane value getting them at +9. So definitely recommend checking out Profit Betting Exchange once it is live in New Jersey. Like I said, you can find some incredibly sharp lines doing it, which is exactly what I just did. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Comment on the video with any questions. Happy to answer, happy to provide feedback. Other than that, I would appreciate if you could like the video and then, of course, subscribe to the AdJam YouTube channel and check out Profit Betting Exchange as well. But as far as this video goes, that is all I got for you. So I appreciate you guys watching, and have a good one.